Hewlett-Packard Enterprise's chief executive Meg Whitman is continuing with her vision. In its latest deal, HPE will spin off its software business to a UK software maker, Micro Focus. So joining us now to discuss this is Jeremy Kaplan, editor at Digital Trends. Jeremy, thanks for joining us today.
Good morning.
So let's talk about the terms of this deal. It's almost a $9 billion deal. How is that deal going to be broken down and structured?
Yeah, $8.8 billion. It's mainly a stock deal. This British company is going to essentially pay HP $2.5 billion for this portion, and then HP Enterprise stockholders will control just over 50% of the company. So it's a spin-off, but it's essentially a purchase.
And now Whitman's saying that this will make HPE even stronger as a company. What exactly does she mean by that? How does this speak to her vision of the company in the future?
Well, if you look at her long-term strategy, it's been one of paring the company down. She would argue she's honing it and getting it more focused on the profitable parts of the business. If you look at where Hewlett-Packard has come from, it used to be a $100 billion company. It was massive, it was enormous, it operated in every conceivable space, and slowly they've been shedding all those other parts of the business. So at first it was the consumer PC business. This deal is to strip away some of the software part of the company. That's essentially what they're selling off here. Software has been a challenge for the company. A lot of big enterprise companies have been moving towards subscription-based software. Instead of just buying a program, you're renting a service from another company, and that hasn't been where HP has been operating. So by getting rid of this division, HP hopes to become more profitable, have a little more cash in the bank, to become a leaner operation. We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, and certainly this has been a trend we've seen throughout corporate America, this idea of spinning off assets, non-core assets, and sort of focusing on, I guess, the bread and butter, you could say. So Whitman's strategy for HP, you could say it kind of contradicts that of its biggest rival, Dell Technologies. So instead of selling assets, we saw Dell just earlier this week agree to buy EMC for $60 billion, saw that deal close. What are your thoughts on the different strategies in this environment? Which one's better?
That's a heck of a question. That's a billion-dollar question right there. But you're right. It's two exactly opposite strategies, either acquiring a lot of stuff or selling a lot of stuff off. I think we'll have to see how the companies do in the various areas that they compete in to see how well the stock price is affected by this and how profitable they end up being. But yeah, exactly diametrically opposite. Dell is working on becoming this powerhouse conglomerate. Dell is also a private company. Whereas HP is publicly owned, so we may or may not learn some of the financial aspects that will show us how they're doing.
Yeah, that's certainly a good point. What does the future look like for HPE, especially in light of the fact that we can't forget that they did just report earnings, earnings beat, revenue missed. Where do we stand on the future of this company?
That's the million-dollar question here. I mentioned the other was the billion-dollar question. This is the million-dollar question. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. HP is essentially all in on enterprise hardware. So that's data center hardware, that's storage hardware, enterprise level. That was an enormous business. It still is an enormous business, immense. There's a lot of money to be made there. And HP thinks that by paring the company down to this one small area, they'll really corner that market. However, I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen. One of the things that gives me pause here is look at Google. Google is one of the biggest operators of enterprise class storage things. They have all of these data centers. They're scattered across the entire country. So who does Google buy from? Who does the largest company in this space buy from? No one. Google makes their own hardware. So is there a growing space here for HP to increase profits on? I don't know. It's possible that it's a shrinking space, in fact. We'll have to see.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point. We've certainly seen a number of analyst notes downgrading the stock on very similar sentiments. So Jeremy Kaplan, thanks for joining us. Thank you for watching. I'm Morgan Brennan. Have a great day.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the I right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.